Build your brand globally. Make your venture a success. Unique Times, Premium Business Lifestyle Magazine.
Hi, I have here with me the winner of Miss Tamil Nadu 2023 and first runner-up of the 21st edition of Miss South India, Akshatha. Hi, welcome Akshatha. So how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling amazing and extremely happy. And also, how are you, Anu? How are you feeling?
Good. And also, it's not just a small thing that you accomplished. You've not only represented your state, but you got first runner-up. How did you feel yesterday when your name was announced and that crown was put on your head?
So it was a very special moment because I've been working for months. Ever since I was crowned Miss Tamil Nadu, Miss South India was the dream and goal. And so I've been putting my heart and soul into it. So it really felt very relieving and I was extremely happy to be crowned.
How many months did you get to prepare for Miss South India?
So last year around November, I was crowned Miss Tamil Nadu.
Yeah.
November, December. Ever since my coach and the franchisee owner, Joanna, he told me, South India kandipa adikirom.
Yeah.
It's for us. I was like, definitely. And that was motivation enough to go forward. And almost a year now, So.
Before this, has any Miss Tamil Nadu girls won the Miss South India?
Before this, last year, the 20th edition, Demnita Kar was crowned first runner-up again in South India.
She was, oh my God, so you
Yes.
How did you get into Miss Tamil Nadu?
So Miss Tamil Nadu happened out of nowhere. So I really did want to get into pageantry, but I was not really sure which way.
Okay.
So I was just prepping and I was waiting for the right opportunity.
It was your first pageant?
Yeah, it was my first proper official pageant.
Why?
I was participating in another one, but it wasn't going through. It was just there were few rounds. So my friend was talking to me about it. So she couldn't participate. She was a little skeptical. So she was sharing about Miss Tamil Nadu with me and I'm like, okay, I think we should go check this place out. And there was a process behind the whole thing. So after the process, I was one of the finalists.
How many contestants were there?
There were around, I think, 19, 20. So the thing is, I'm not really sure of the number because it's been almost a year. My memory is bad.
Okay, oh my God. So what were the rounds for Miss Tamil Nadu and how is it different from Miss South India?
So basically, Miss Tamil Nadu also has the same round. So it is from Pegasus as well, the franchisee holder. So we had the first introduction round, then we had the question answer round, and then finally the penning down round. So it was the same thing for us. And I really thought, the second time I'm doing this thing, it would be easier, the stress amount
and you
would
have
be less.
additional grooming aspect.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah, the nerves get to you.
The nerves always get to you, and I think to win, you need to just keep calm and hold it together.
Because all the contestants, everyone does their best to win the pageant, but not everyone does.
Yeah.
And so what were going through in your mind when you got into top 12, then you got into top 7?
So the day when I woke up, before going to the finale, I fixed in my head saying, no matter what, you're going to be there in the top 6 and you're going to win. That was my whole attitude. Right from the morning I woke up, I went, said my all the best to all my co-contestants. Because I was very sure. Because I have worked for it, and if I get nervous in the end, everything's going to go out of my hand. So I put in all my soul into it. And as soon as they asked me my question, I knew I was going to ace it. Because it was something that I said genuinely from the bottom.
What was that?
My question was, what values have you learned from your family?
Oh, okay. And your family is right there.
Yeah, my family was right there. So it felt very nice to answer the question. That was my first time my dad had come to watch me as well.
Oh, okay.
So that felt really good. And after that answer, I knew I was going to get into the top 6. I was feeling very confident about it. And again, when I heard the top 6 question also, top 7, question also, I knew, okay, this is something we all know and we want.
Did you practice writing the answer in the given time?
You will not.
You were given 1 minute.
Yeah, we were given a minute. So you will not believe throughout the grooming session. So Conchita ma'am was asking us a lot of questions. Instead of just noting down just the questions, I started answering the questions as well so that, there's some practice with the writing. And God, no matter how much you practice, your handwriting is still bad when it comes to that question.
So you're also an anchor, but Sun TV.
Yes, I work in Sun TV.
So how did I get
Sun Music? So I started off with Sun Music and we used to do live shows and celebrity interviews. And now recently this month only I started working for the Sun TV shows as well.
Okay. So Akshata, you've been an anchor for almost a year, right? What other professions have you tried?
So as soon as I was done with college, I got placed early into IT. I completed my engineering. So I worked in IT for a whole year, and that experience is amazing. So I was a full stack developer, and I enjoy coding. So that happened. And after that, I worked in Sun Music. I started with live shows and interviews and food vlogging and stuff. And now I'm working in Sun as well, along with Sun Music.
Why did you quit IT?
So IT, I didn't really want to leave it behind because I really enjoyed it. But it was getting a little stressful. I used to work 14 hours a day without sleep and stuff. And it was a little bad. I started getting backache. I started I got power in my eyes. I started getting grey hair. I was putting on a lot of weight as well. I felt like I was not able to take care of myself. But one thing about IT is the basics you learn, no matter what, however long, it is going to stay with you. So it's always my first option.
You can get back.
Yeah, I can always get back into a professional career. So that was the whole mindset for engineering and the IT work.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, now is also the age for you to explore things you want to try out. So this anchoring opportunity came. I attended the interview. And it was a very nice thing. And apparently it is something I am good at and it is working out. So I'm still looking forward to exploring more options.
So this year is the most eventful year, I would say.
This year has been extraordinary for me. I never thought, the moment I win the title, my life is going to change. Titles do change your life in the most positive aspect. I have become more health conscious. I have been exploring things and I have gained a lot of confidence because of this.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that because you seem really fun and confident. I want to say, what effects pageants does have on a person's growth and confidence. I could see that.
It has such a positive impact because the atmosphere you meet with the girls here is very nice and healthy. Girls from different walks of life come in. You learn so much from them and they also learn from you. So it's all a give and take. It's a big sleepover where, you have a good girls' time. You learn things and in the end it can change your life, and it has changed so many lives so far.
So actually you must have had a lot of fangirl moments on the show, right, while you're anchoring. Do you recall anything particular?
So recently the most special one was where I interviewed Shivana. So Shivraj Kumar sir, after Jailer, people in Chennai went crazy about his presence on screen. Not just Chennai, it was a pan-India hit, and I got a chance to interview him. One thing I really enjoyed about that interview was how grounded he was as a person. It was something I learned as well to take. Because a person of such stature, he was so grounded, he was so humble, and he treated all of us well. So more than fangirling, I was impressed by his character, not just in the movie, but in person as well.
So how does it feel like to be interviewed for a change?
So honestly, the past few months I've been interviewing people and I enjoy talking to them. I enjoy getting to know people. So I'm going to throw this question right back at you.
Yes.
How is it interviewing me?
It's actually really fun because it's not at all nervous for me. I'm not the one answering.
See, perks of you answered my question about how it feels.
So, for the Q&A round, how did you prepare for that? Because a lot of people now, the only thing they're really worried about would be the question answer and even the introduction round. But you can prepare that beforehand. Even then, yeah.
So the most important part, according to me, for the Q&A is to be aware about what is happening in and around your society. And also, for personal based questions, if you know who you are and where you're coming from, so any question about your quality, characteristics, what women, how women should be, everything from your core itself you can answer. But the extra affairs, the current affairs, extra questions, that's where you'll have to be a little bit more aware about what's happening in and around you. And certain issues, I think as human beings, it's important we understand what is happening and we have an opinion. So once you have opinions and you know what the right thing to do is, question answer becomes easy.
Okay. Did you have someone in your family or friend circle who helped you with the pageants? Did you know someone?
So the thing is, none of my family members or friends are into pageantry, like the very close circle. But I have made a lot of friends throughout this whole journey and like getting to know people. So especially during the grooming days, my roommates and my girls and all, they were very helpful. So we used to ask each other questions. Okay, if this question comes, how will you tackle it? And even after the grooming session, we used to sit till like 12 o'clock, 1 and discuss questions, because I could see all of us were very motivated and we all want to make a difference. So the best part was we shared the whole thing together.
Okay. Do you miss your college life?
Absolutely. So I enjoyed my college life and it was very good. The thing is, I really wanted to work hard and make sure that no matter what, I got good marks. End of the day, studies is important. I mean, I did enjoy taking up extracurricular activities, the leadership thing and all of that. But in the end, I was very sure that, it's important to also make sure you study well.
What all extracurriculars did you do?
So the thing is, initially in my college, I did start like a fashion show team. So we used to go for college culturals and all of that. So this started back from my school.
You do the ramp walk?
Yeah, we do the ramp walk. So it was like a small runway stage for all of us. And I started off with it. And also I was the cultural secretary for my college, culturals. And any event that comes up, I'll jump. I'll be the first one who's raising my hand. Yeah, ma'am, I'll do it. So any responsibility you throw at me, happily I'll deal with it.
Have you ever come across a situation where you were facing negative comments or people were trying to pull you down, you're doubting yourself, anything like that?
So I'd be lying if I say that's not true, because we live in a world where not everyone is going to be kind to you, and you can't expect that kind of love from everyone. Just because you're kind to people doesn't mean they're going to be kind to you. But again, if you're going to let negative comments get you down, then you can't achieve whatever you are dreaming of. I have dealt with a few negative comments, but for people who are dealing with negative comments, I just say, don't take it too personally. It is going to come, but you know what your self-worth is and who you are as a person. Just keep doing what you do confidently and you'll be good. You will definitely reach the heights you're destined to.
And recently you've been pretty active on social media. I would say you have a great following and all of that. Do you think it's important as a pageant contestant or a model to have a really good social media presence in today's age? Like, is that important?
In today's age, all of us know how important social media has become. And in a positive side of social media, after COVID, a lot of things changed. Just a lot of small businesses started coming up. What I'd suggest for models and pageant aspirants is, it is important you voice out who you are and what you stand for. And social media can be a good platform for you to do it. And also, the modeling field, you don't get work regularly. You get work sometimes. Some days, you just feel like, what am I doing? So if you do feel that way, social media is a good way to earn some sort of side passive income. So right now, I'd suggest, if that is your calling and if you are comfortable with all of that, you can go ahead. But don't do anything you don't want to do just because of pure pressure. That's all.
Now tell us about Project Phoenix.
This is like a very close project to my heart. And I was thinking, when you come to such stages and, you want to make a difference, it should be something that you have personal connection with and you stand for. And Project Phoenix is for all the sexual assault victims and survivors. So we have a group where we have sessions where we can just talk to each other. Because when it comes to sexual assault victims and survivors, it's a very depressing phase for people. It gets very lonely. Normal activities get very mundane. So you might feel like, you're done with life and there's nothing more to look forward to. But that's not the case. It is going to be hard, but if you have a good support system, you can achieve so much. And I just wanted to make sure, this happens, because 9 out of 10 girls that I spoke to, even my closest circle, they've been through some sort of sexual harassment or some small incident where, they felt very uncomfortable. And when you go through situations like that again and again, things change so much. So Project Phoenix is a very small project that started off to make people feel better. And I really hope it can grow to a very big level and make changes for everyone out there.
What other future projects do you have coming up?
So future projects, I just want to make sure that I focus on my anchoring career, my modeling career, my project.
So Miss Queen of India is coming up.
The moment I got to know, I was in the top 3, I was like, Miss Queen of India. I'm coming for that crown. And I really hope you get to interview me after Miss Queen of India as well.
Okay, so you've been at 2 pageants of Pegasus.
Yes.
So what can you tell us about the organization and their pageants?
The best part about participating in a Pegasus event is the fact they just make you feel at home. Right from the moment we entered this place, everyone was so friendly around us. When it comes to pageants, all of us are very stressful saying, if 90-20 people of us are competing, all of us won the title, all of us won the crown. So when it comes to that, the atmosphere gets a little scary.
It does, and the winners are competing against each other. You're the winner from Miss Tamil Nadu, we have Miss Queen Kerala top.
And all of them were there. So it was a very tough fight. So when you come into an atmosphere like this, if you feel at home, that's how Pegasus makes us feel. They made us feel at home. So it was like, okay, we were all on a nice vacation and we're getting to know each other. It was a very nice vibe. And my most favorite part about the whole thing would be how punctual the whole team and the event was. Because they had told us 11 o'clock.
Then it stands at 11 o'clock.
10:45, all of us were ready. Normally, when it comes to hair, makeup, we'll work forever. But 11 o'clock, the show started. And we were all super impressed by it.
How's your relationship with your co-contestants? And they were like...
So, I did win the subtitle of Miss Congeniality.
Yeah.
And it was only because of my co-contestants. So, I feel like I'm thankful to each and every one of them in a way. One way or the other, I did learn something from them. As you said, all of them are winners.
Yeah.
So when winners come together, the whole attitude is different. It's very empowering. And I'm glad it was a very tough fight between all of us. And I still got to win. But to all the other girls, I'm still looking forward to competing with all of them in other pageants that are coming up.
So I wish you all the best for your future endeavors and for Miss Queen of India with Project Phalanx. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Anupama. You were amazing. And I had such a nice time.
Thank you.